Hi, this is Sue White, and here's my thoughtful reflection of my Technology 101 class. Before this technology integration class, my prior knowledge about utilizing technology integration to support classroom instruction and student learning was very limited. I actually thought I was doing a pretty good job with technology in my classroom. I believe technology integration meant replacing paper and pencil and even some books with a few technology resources. I used my smartboard from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. I spent a lot of time making my presentations cute and student-friendly. I created notebook files, PowerPoints, and Kahoots. Students used computers to do district-approved websites like Dreambox and Code.org. It is easy to see now that my version of technology integration was teacher-centered. I used the technology, I did the creating, and I didn't ever release this to my students. Now I envision a classroom where my students are working towards a common goal in a variety of ways, creating their own learning paths while collaborating to gain new ideas. I see technology as a tool that helps students individualize their learning in an efficient and effective manner. I see students using technology to answer their questions, problem solve, and present their thinking. Here is a quick summary of my technology integration lesson. We are beginning to work with fractions in third grade. My students searched for images and took pictures of real-life objects that represented a fractional unit. For example, one student found an image of a window frame with 4 panes and assigned fourths to it. The students collected their pictures and images in PicCollage for Kids, a free app on the iPad. With the use of an Apple TV, students share their collages with the whole class. Overall, I would rate my lesson as very successful. Students were able to individualize their learning and collect their thinking in a resource that was easy to share with peers. Some things went really well. The students were totally engaged, and every student was successful in adding a picture and image to their collage. There is room for improvement though. Next time, I would have partners share with another partnership to give feedback before having students save their work. I think this would have caught some little errors and would have corrected some misconceptions earlier in the lesson. My game plan was very useful during this lesson because students knew how to handle the iPad, what to do if the technology wasn't working the way they wanted, and how to get help. Another thing happened with the use of my game plan. Students helped each other more readily because they knew that this was an expectation. I have grown throughout this course and improved my instructional practices in 3 big ways. First, I have a new vision of what I want technology integration to look like in my classroom. Second, I have many new tools and resources to build into any of my curriculum areas. And third, I have a professional learning network to turn to for support, ideas, and new uses of resources. I will pair my new knowledge to enhance district curriculum by defining my learning outcomes and choosing technology that can help my students reach these through experiences that provide time to explore, experiment, collaborate, and revise their thinking while still showing mastery of that learning target. I have already taken little steps in this direction. I see a shift in the way my students are approaching new tasks. They talk more freely, they like to find out more than one way to solve a problem, and they are generating some great questions about content. Because of this class, I have moved forward on the continuum. I am bridging the gap between the adoption phase and the adaptation phase. I have begun to shift from a teacher-generated technology and usage to allowing my students a chance to explore and use a variety of technology resources to meet a learning target. The support I need to take the next steps includes securing more one-on-one time with computers or iPads for my students. I also need to make a personal goal to use the I do, we do, you do format for the gradual release of the use of technology tools. Once I have fully shown the use of a technology resource, I need to plan these steps to have students use the tools for exploring, proving, and presenting their thinking. I will support or guide other teachers to integrate technology by simply sharing ideas. For my technology lesson, I team taught with another 3rd grade teacher. This was a great platform for sharing ideas and learning from each other while allowing students an experience with a new technology tool. I will also continue to reach out to my professional learning network for support and new ideas.